Hello and welcome to another update video about DOT. Market very much undecided at the moment, I have to say. It's a pretty difficult market. And we on the microstructure or on the micro level, a lot of coins are a little bit, well, unclear, I should say, right? So we see that currently across the board. Along the microstructure. It will not take long, I guess, until we have some clarity. I posted it earlier today for Discord Telegram members, or let's say for channel members on Discord and Telegram. There's a quote in the Elliott Wave Principle book. By the way, sometimes I get questions about, okay, which book, to read. And in my opinion, the best book to read is the Elliott Wave Principle by Prechter. Yeah, obviously until I bring out my own book, then you can read that. But well, that I don't know. That will take a while. But you can get that book, and you can then possibly follow the analysis a little bit better. But there's a good quote in there, and what they said, it's Frost and Prechter. They said, of course, there are often times when, despite a rigorous analysis, there is no clearly preferred interpretation. At such times, you must just simply wait until the count resolves itself. Basically, the market needs to reveal its true intentions. When after a while, the apparent jumble gets into a clearer picture, the probability that a turning point is at hand can suddenly and excitingly rise to nearly 100%. So it's all about letting the market give us a signal, waiting for that signal. That's where patience comes in. Patience is critical in markets, yeah. Patience is basically what most people struggle with. And the thing is, most of the time, price action or analysis doesn't really demand any action. It's really only when we get really good setups. At the moment, there is just simply no clear setup here on this chart. I just don't see one. Because we don't really know which direction it wants to go, okay? So let's talk about the two scenarios we can see here, maybe short-term bearish, short-term bullish scenario. The idea is still that overall, I'm tracking a bullish pathway overall, right? So there are two scenarios I'm following when zoomed out on the 4-hour chart. The first scenario is this yellow count. It's a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3, a deep 4, and a 5. So this would be a so-called expanding diagonal pattern. I can't remember. I mean, they don't happen very often. They do happen also in crypto, but very rarely. So this is typically not what I primarily follow. It is a scenario though in which we can still allow for one more wave up in a wave 5. If that's the case, where should it get to? I mean, typically, when we measure that, we say, okay, we had our 1-2 setup here. The third wave reached basically the 1.236 extension. Well, we would then expect the fifth wave to reach maybe the 1.618 or the 1.786. So we talk about $10.80, $11.74. Fine. But really, sort of give that a chance, or, continue to give that a chance, it really needs to hold above the $6 level, which is the January low. Now, there is another scenario in which we simply completed only 3 waves up. ABC, 3 waves down, and now we could rally in a C wave. But I need to see 5 waves at least to suggest that this is what's happening. I think I'm leaning towards this one because the wave 4 came down too deep to be reliable in the yellow count. And also here in this white count, it would basically allow for one more low if needed. Yeah. If there is another low below the $6 level, the next support levels are $5.84, $5.19, and $4.39. Bear in mind, there is also some structural support around the $4.85 level. So yeah, I would absolutely, one more low is possible, especially as long as the market isn't giving us 5 waves. So from the low point, I always need to see 5 waves to have a first idea that the trend is changing from, let's say, a downtrend, a correction, to an uptrend. I only see 3 waves up so far. It even broke micro support. See, this was a micro support level where I said, if we break below $6.70, it's likely going to break. And it, again, we can discuss, is this a sustained break or not? It's definitely weaker than ideal, and it's a very much a forced count to see this as still a 5-wave move. So probably this might also, if it goes higher, it might also turn into a larger ABC structure. what can I say? I can only wait for a 5-wave move to get clarity. At the moment, there is just not really much clarity. So from a short-term bullish point of view, yeah, we could be in this 5th wave, but is it clear? No, so it will take a while really to confirm that. First of all, I need to see a break above $7.30, and then obviously a break above $8.60 would confirm that further. If we see at any point now a break below the last swing low at $6.56, it's going to get likely that we also break below $6, fall back into the yellow support area. Would that be bearish? Well, short-term bearish, but overall there's still support at $5.84, for example, and $5.19. But overall, I'm still tracking a bullish scenario. It's just that this chart has turned into a mess. We see corrective move down, corrective move up, yeah, and it might just continue a little bit further down. But as long as we're holding above support, specifically the $4.39 level, I'm still tracking an overall bullish scenario. We just need to be patient to see if the market wants to give us 5 waves up or not. Definitely the move up is currently very weak. And yeah, I mean, I gave you the resistance levels, support levels, and now we just need to wait for the structure to clarify itself. So I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.